Joe here. I moved some things in my room around, so we're kind of on the opposite side of the room as to where we were. Let's kind of do a field trip. I'm kind of unplugged. Just take the whole laptop with me, shall we? Alright. Grand tour of my room. It's gonna feel special. So, that futon, alright, so my TV, my shelf of things, that's where my desk was. In that area, right? And then, I just move things, my bed's by my movies. That's Kipp right there. So that is where, a lovely nightmare poster, that's where my desk went. And that's kind of where my laptop has been for the course of these stories. So, this is my room. I will be 24 in 8 days. Still at my parents' house. Good times, right? It's entertaining. Specifically when you come home from work and one of your bros is just sitting in the living room with your mom and just talking about things. And I haven't seen this bro in so long. I'm so happy to see him. Dude, I was thinking about him this morning. I was like, yo, I haven't seen him in so long. And there he was. Literally sitting in the living room with my mother. It was great. We had a good chat. I haven't seen him since like November. It's disgusting. Too long. Alright. Sorry for that. Okay, I change my room like every 3 months-ish, maybe, like that. And my work was fun today. I work at 2 different hospitals. So this one woman at this, I was at Stony Brook today, and this woman in the gift shop, I go in to buy a lottery ticket, because they sell lottery tickets in the gift shop, and she stops me and she's like, alright, yo, okay, you look great, look at you right now. She's doing a hand thing, she's like, you look amazing. I need you to stick. Now I have my jacket's like here. Can see my Vans backpack chilling on the couch. It's a black and white checkered backpack, and I have my black and white checkered Vans on because that is what you wear to match. Then I had my black and white Fox, the brand Fox. Hell is it? It's a jacket. It's a winter jacket. And yeah, so she made me do a spin for her, and she looks at me and she's like, oh my god, you look just like that Leno guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? And I'm like, what Leno guy? She's like, that guy, he's in those movies. He's like up for award. And I was like, Jared Leto? And she's like, yeah, Jared Leto. Except you don't have the blue eyes. She was like, what eyes you have? So I'm looking at her, and she's like, oh yeah, you have those green eyes. I have heterochromia, which means that the irises change colors sometimes, or there's multiple colors in the iris. So I have green under brown, so it looks hazel, but I guess in the lighting it looked green at that point. I'm gonna stare in the camera, and you tell me if you can see anything. What color is that? I can't really tell. Might be horribly out of focus. I have no idea. Whatever the hell color it is. Should be like a hazily greenish, I guess. I don't know. But, it was hilarious. It's like the second time, actually, that I've been said I look like Jared Leto, but I don't actually see it, aside from facial hair, and then the hair, kind of, but not really. He's obviously more better looking than I am, and I'm like half his size. Like, I'm tiny compared to him. Like, I'm a midget. Oh, you're not supposed to say midget. I'm a small person. Vertically challenged? I don't know. I'm 5'8". Not actually vertically challenged. So, I can't right now. I picked a story as we were talking, and I was talking about this the other day. Kipp's penis. Now, penis is the medical term, alright? There's no censorship needed for that. Kipp, we just met Kipp, actually. He's standing right next to me. There you go. There's a stud of a man right there. Okay. I'm not showing you his penis. That's first and foremost. 2010. Long time ago. I used to splatter paint my own V-necks. And friends would love them, so I would splatter paint V-necks for them. They looked awesome. Do I have? I don't know. There's gotta be some hiding somewhere. Let me check my closet. I'll keep talking, but louder. So, back in the day, I used to splatter V-necks. And, oh, I do have some. And, friends would really like them. Here's a good example. Because it was such a cool design, and they like last. So I used to make shirts like this all the time for people, and I felt bad using my brother as a mannequin for some points. I don't wear V-necks anymore because I don't really like, I don't know, styles change, right? But they look really cool and they're really durable. So I felt bad using my brother as a mannequin at some points, and I was like, all right, I think I should kind of get a mannequin, because if people like really start liking these things, I should actually like, I can keep doing it. Right? This is such a cool design. I love splatter paint, and a splatter paint on a shirt, I thought it was really cool. And a lot of people did too, but then, just people stopped caring. I want them to start getting back into caring, because they looked really awesome in them. So I decided to invest in a mannequin, but I was like, I want a nice looking mannequin. I want a good looking mannequin. If I'm getting a mannequin, he needs to have facial features, he needs to have personality, he's got to look cool. So I found Kipp on mannequinmode.com. It actually exists. Look it up. I might just put a link. Yeah, check down below in the info. I'll put a link. And like bridal shops or boutiques or like groom places, a lot of stuff like that like sell tuxedos or dresses or whatever for occasions use mannequin mode for their displays. So they buy the mannequin, male or female, child, whatever, and then they'll dress them up. So they're nice mannequins, really good detail in the eyes, stuff like that. They're glassy. It's really really nice. It didn't cost that much too. I think I spent Christmas money on them actually. So I get Kipp. We dress him up. He scares the crap out of anybody who walks in the room because he looks intimidating. He's 6'3", I think. His model name was Bradley, I think. But I was like, nah, I want him to be Kipp. So K-I-P-P, Kipp. So at one point, this girl lived with us, who I say is my pseudo-sister, kind of sister. So she lived with us for a while. Wasn't actually related to her. She went to school with my brother. Family things happened. She lived with us for a bit. And at one point, we're hanging out. We watched Friends like every night on Nick at Night. That's just the thing we did. And she grabs Kipp's groin and she's like, "Why is he doesn't have a penis?" Like, how inefficient is that? And that's like, he's a mannequin. He's not supposed to have a penis. You're just supposed to dress him up. And she's like, "Well, you need to get him a penis." So me, being me, I was playing along, being sarcastic, and I was like, "Fine, I will. How big?" And she's looking him up and down, and she's like, 8 inches. And I was like, "All right. And what color would you like it?" And she's like, "Purple." So I brushed it aside for months on end, but then the story kept coming up about the time that Heather grabbed Kipp's groin and she demanded a penis, and I was like, all right, let's check Amazon, shall we? So, literally just typed in 8-inch purple penis, purple dildo, possibly, and this thing called Meaty Mike showed up. 8 inches, purple. It's a horse penis. Let's put it that way. There's no way in hell that a human can actually have this, and I'm not showing you. It's just, it's something. So, I order it after I read the reviews with a bunch of friends. So, like, we had these guy night Saturdays or Fridays or both. And we would read dramatically the reviews on Meaty Mike off of Amazon. Hilarious. It's just such an entertaining thing to do, reading these reviews. Good, bad, hilarious, sad, whatever. Hey, that rhymed. So I got the order in off Amazon. I think it cost me literally like $13, $14 maybe, if that. So then Heather came back from school once and I showed her. She's like, "Oh my God, you actually did it." And I was like, I said I would. So... It goes to show you I'm a man who holds his word. It was hilarious. And it's such a conversation starter. Now, for those of you, I'm a huge Jackass fan, right? All the Jackass shows, all of the shows that have followed Jackass, people love them, Wild Boys, Robin Big Fantasy Factory, Ridiculous Mrs. All part of the same family, technically. Dick House, the brand, and then MTV in general. And then, who the hell's the producer? Jeff something. Get his name. But, in every show, there's always somebody getting hit with a dildo. Hit with a penis. And I was like, it can't be that painful. Because, everybody's there crying in pain. So then, for some time, actually, after Kipp got his lovely member, friends would take it out of his pants and start beating each other with it. And it hurts. Hurts. I'm literally just talking about this today at work. It hurts. Because it's this solid mass, and it's just, and bruises and pain, and I've never bled, but it's painful. Don't ever get hit with a dildo. Just pain. Lots of pain. But I think it's funny that I was actually talking about Kipp and his penis this morning at work, before, cases actually started. And I was talking about this the other day when I was at Venetian and that lovely dildo was placed so eloquently on the pier, what used to be the pier on the beach. It's funny how things come, full circle. So, yes, Kipp is our mascot. He is our bro. He is our guardian. He is our protector. He's decked out with all these chains and things, and he's just a stud, that's just what he does. He's just chilling, and don't mess with Kipp, because you'll get beaten with his penis, and it'll not end well for you. What a threat right there. Oh, how did you get these bruises? I was beaten with a dildo. It's nice. That'd be hilarious in the emergency room, right? The ED, emergency department. It would be dying of laughter. I would take pictures, too, of the bruises. It's just me. So that's the rule. It's just, you get hurt, you take a picture, then you help somebody. This is what you do. It's a minor injury, of course. Yes, so that was a lovely conversation that we shared. I hope you enjoyed this chat as much as I did in the new setup. And, yes. Till next time, stay in our brahis.